Don't you hate it when you're enjoying a game of League and then someone just starts typing in chat? It's just a part of the game a lot of people wish wasn't there. You can no longer play League without signing up for this kind of behavior. The question is, how does a normal person get dragged down to the status of a typical League player? Well, it happens slowly. When you first download League, you are an innocent soul who hasn't recognized any of the warning signs, maybe hearing about League's bad community, but shrugging it off, rationalizing it to yourself that with every community has a few bad apples. Little did you know how wrong you were. Everything at first is pure la la land. You're having a grand old time playing the game because everything is new. It's interesting to see and play all the champs for the first time. You have success and failures, and you're improving on every step of the way. As of this moment, you are having fun. But that's because you're playing with bots. Everything goes downhill fast. The game mode changes, and the bots are replaced with unstable people. Your matches will never be the same again. Chat logs are the first thing to be ruined. Chat logs are filled with people who suffer a minor inconvenience and proceed to cry all game. It doesn't matter what you type. If you do type, your odds of winning decrease dramatically. They are begging to lose. Others will try to get said person banned, while the enemy team is enjoying the show. The hate speech in chat extends to the ping system, because they want to be as annoying as possible. Since they can't enjoy the game, no one can. Why am I always getting pinged? Can I just have one game of peace around here? Oh, he was pinging himself. That makes more sense. The methods of communication aren't the only problem. People don't like playing this game. They queue into a match just to announce they're going to int. They want to FF at every opportunity. They do everything in their power to play the game without playing the game. It is actually contagious. This is just the obvious stuff. The more a player learns about this game, the more players realize what is happening around them. People with the off-meta picks that don't work. People counter-picking themselves in champ select. The knowledge and desire to improve comes with a great burden of recognizing even more mistakes. I didn't just finish watching some skill capped videos just to end up with no support all game. The human mind is resilient, but every little negative interaction starts to add up. Your own teammates end up being the people you dread the most, as they root against their own victory to ensure you lose. Eventually the patience runs out. You give your emotions the only outlet you know how, and it all snowballs from there. You become a victim to the system for so long that any little thing will trigger your defense mechanism. League is a confusing game. Sometimes I look at my screen and I don't know what's going on. And with no set correct play on every tiny aspect of the game, people are left to their own devices. People have to make firm decisions on what they believe to be the correct play. You can't blindly follow the callouts of your teammates, or else your impact as a player is always determined by someone else. So people with their mundo-sized egos will have differing viewpoints on the correct play, which lead to a flame war. League players have to defend themselves. Admitting guilt is the only way to lose. That's why you have to retaliate back and give them their own lose condition. You can't simply let such allegations pass. You have to fight for your honor. You can't look bad online to a bunch of strangers you'll never interact with again, so the battle rages on. Oh, I guess the war is over. You know, I'll just declare myself the winner since I typed last. Riot has purposely allowed the system to breed and thrive in a toxic environment, and I don't want anyone else saying otherwise. Riot, whether we believe it or not, do in fact know what they're doing. They do things that make them money, while giving players the tools they need to communicate properly. This all creates a more engaging experience, an experience that is optional. Instead of Riot properly taking care of the toxicity problem, they shift the responsibility to the player. No matter how many instant feedback reports they show, we all know they don't punish these people enough. Riot is so lenient on these people because League would be a different experience without it. For all the negatives the chat brings, it plays a factor in the emotional roller coaster in League. The chat can bring low points lower and the highs even higher. For as much as people claim to hate the toxicity, people love to watch it. It's even gotten to the point where people praise a man for inting in the higher elos. I understand the sentiment very well. A person winning games while losing is an entertaining concept. I was a big fan for a while, except for when it went too far. There are just some things you don't do in life, and inting Faker is one of them. Despite all the trouble the community can bring, there is a bright side as well. People can give deep philosophical insight. The sort of thing you can carry with you for the rest of your life, or just moments that are so bizarre you can't help but be in awe. No matter how you spin it, the communication that's in the game just brings more League into League. It's a reflection of, wait a second, I hate League. Luckily, I've discovered that the client has a solution. Ah yes, a faraway land where the troubles of teammates go away. A much better community. Hey, how do I get out of this? Such a stupid animation. I don't want to see this. I hate this champion in every game.